All right, well, we are here on Wednesday. This is our 4th day in the interior. We left on Sunday, so I believe, I'm thinking it's the 16th. I'm pretty sure,
not right.
Mike.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But they all run together out here. There's no calendars here. So anyways, but it's been a great time. This is our final day in the interior, and we're in a village called Warapoka. And it's wonderful. It's very unique because most of the areas is flat along the river, where this is actually built, this village is built on like a rock island. Yeah. And so it's all rock out here, and it's up on hills, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And it's kind of a secret hideaway off the main river. You come in about 10 minutes on a small creek or river to get here, and this opens up into this beautiful paradise out here. So it's very, very, very beautiful. So we've been traveling. Let's see, I talked to Harry, our captain and driver for the boat.
It's been that week or retired.
It's a guy in Neitz bus. It's called a boat. And he said overall, by the time we get back, we will, in the last 4 days, traveled 750 miles. All the way, we went all the way where we saw the Venezuela border.
Yeah, we were right there.
And we were right at it. And the last village before you cross the border. And now we're on our way back. We've been doing water filtration the whole time. We actually have 2 more to go today on our way back home. We have a couple little side rivers to go down to see 2 more pastors that we're going to distribute our final 2 water filtration systems that we brought with us on this part of the trip too. And we have more to distribute once we get back to the mainland. And but it's been fun, hasn't it, Mike?
Absolutely, it's been a blast. It's just been incredible too with these water filtration systems, because we're also out here to deliver the gospel. It's been like we've been drinking the clean drinking water and the living water. It's just been amazing, and how many people we've encountered have had family members that died from typhoid, cholera, or some sort of sickness from the water. And it's just been a blessing to give it to these people, because it's been a life-giving experience for them, to change things around for them. We're actually see how it turns out too in the end. Yeah. But it's just been. In fact, we got one in Venezuela. Didn't Pastor Perry take one back with him?
Yes.
So, yeah, we just have one in Venezuela.
Even one has gone now to Venezuela. So we're pretty thrilled with that. And they really need those out here. Even the water that they get from the rain can have contaminants in it and cause sickness. And so no matter what the water is out here, they need these filters. And they've been very, very appreciative, very thrilled to get them. And they need more. Yes. And we could do so many more. This village right here, this island, has about 500 people in it. So you figure one filter will handle from 50 to 100 people. So we'd like to have 5, 6 filtration systems out here on the island. So at any time during the year, they would always be able to have water. They actually get water from when it's really dry. They have a few wells out here, but still the water's not good. Right. And so we would put filtration systems at the wells so that when they do draw from there, they can filter it immediately and give everybody fresh drinking water. So it's been awesome.
Yeah. Well, we know even from the well water too, we've been out here, a lot of kids we've been ministering to all have fevers. So we know that came from the water.
Yes. So yes, many have fevers, headaches, things like that are going along with it. But God's been healing them, so that's been awesome. But we want to give them things that they don't have to get it in the first place. And we've had an adventure, haven't we, on the travel?
Absolutely.
We're traveling down rivers, and there's been 7 of us in the boat. And Don and Maria Whitney are the missionaries we've been partnering with down here. They've set the whole thing up, set the itinerary up for us, and done an awesome job. And then Harry's our captain, and then Pastor Bowling, Pastor Paul, and Pastor Franklin, all from the mainland, have come with us to join us out here. So it has been quite a time, quite an adventure. We actually a couple days ago got to see an anaconda. We got about 3 feet away from it. We pulled our boat right up to it, right on the water. And it was wild. It was about 15 feet long, great big.
We got your pictures.
We got pictures and videos of it.
His mouth open too.
Yeah, he was all laying. And as soon as we got close, that boy, he rose up and he was ready to pounce right into our boat. So it was pretty awesome. I thought it was awesome, anyways. But I don't think Pastor Paul did, because he was looking at him when he cocked his head back. So, anyways, but it was fun. We had a great big boat, kind of a barge boat, going down a very small little inlet creek that we were on and didn't see us. And
his co-pilot was asleep on our side.
Yeah, the co-pilot was asleep, and here we come yelling, and we pushed into the brush, into the vines, and they did hit the side of us, but fortunately they didn't roll over the top of us. So
it could have been nastier.
So
than it was.
yeah,
It was
so
good.
we were
God,
saved from that one, but it was an adventure as well. It definitely woke us up for the remainder of the trip, and so we've had some great times, great adventures, and I guess maybe we'll talk a little bit about what happened here.
Oh, this village, yeah.
This village. We got in yesterday afternoon, set up water filtration and things like that.
Right?
What's that?
Waterboro Village, or?
No, Warapuka.
Warapuka, there we go.
Yeah. So and then we had service last night. So and it was pretty amazing. It was good.
It was interesting to see these people too, how they just get into worship right away. It was just incredible. Well, actually, what we did was Don brought out his large screen movie projector, and we've been giving movies out different areas. Last night we showed Facing the Giants, which they really loved, by the way.
Cheer them when they score touchdowns.
Yeah, they got it. It was good.
And understand this too, that when I was talking to some of the kids ahead of time and asked them if they knew football, they don't know football. They don't know soccer. They don't know American football. They don't know any of that. They know cricket. They don't know cricket. So this was a whole new experience for them to see a football game on television.
And afterwards, we had a praying and healing time, and it was just great. Again, there was a lot of people came up. Kids came up for healing from fever, and we had a lot of good deliverance tonight too. It seemed like a night for young men. You think, right?
Well, yeah, it was awesome. We different ones of us got to speak, and when we spoke last night, I felt a real impression that there were some young men that were key to the future in this village, where they were the ones that are growing up, the next generation, and they would sit outside kind of on the fringe, and I really felt like we were supposed to call them out and call them into their destiny, and that's what we did last night. And so many of these young men that were kind of on the edge and kind of on the fringe, but they definitely have a leader quality that's been deposited in them. They came and received Christ last night.
Yes.
And
they were initially too cool for church. We had to call them back in.
They
were too cool for it.
But they came, and they came up. They received prayer. In fact, one of the young men that we called up, he came up with me and spoke with me. We prayed, and then I immediately had him go and begin to pray with me for people. And he prayed for two people, one man with a headache and was totally healed, and a girl that had a severe injury in her knee, got totally healed. And so he's rocked for life now, because he's experienced the power of God, he's experienced the love of God, all in just a few minutes' time, and I tell you what, that changed him.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's interesting. So we started passing off the authority and healing here. I had a similar experience with Maria and I with a little girl. She had a fever, and as the fever started coming off her, we told her she had the authority, she had Jesus in her, to start praying the fever off her and off her brothers and sisters. So we talked to her about that too, how to use that authority. Yeah. So it was kind of cool last night, just to pass it off.
Yeah, so it was just amazing. So it's a fun place, and after we were all done, after the service done, so many people were healed, and except for, I can't tell you how many. It was a mob of people up front, and everybody was getting healed. I had ready to confirm with one man that came to me last night that had metal and a pin, and a metal pin and a clip in the back behind his ear, placed in his head, and we prayed, and he said it was all gone. So I'm going to find out today if the metal's all gone or what's going on with it. So I'm looking for him this morning to find out the details, but he said it was totally healed. And so just incredible stuff. And then once people had all been prayed for, then the party began, which I loved, because they didn't stop, say, okay, Jesus, thanks for what you did, we're going home now. And then we began to party and praise the Lord.
Wedding party dance. That's wedding party dance.
I mean, we danced and sang and danced and sang for so long last night, and had such a great time. So it's been wonderful in the interior. We're ready to get back, regroup.
Shower and shave,
that's it. That's it. As you can see.
Good.
And but I definitely. My hair is a mess, as you can see. So anyways, I'm looking forward to getting home and taking care of it. But thank you all for following along with us, and we'll keep updating you as we go, and look forward to seeing you when we get home.